Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
We are diving deep into a corner of the sports world that, for decades, well, it was static, simple, and frankly, a little depressing. I'm talking about the driving range.
Oh, yeah. Cracked concrete, those faded yardage markers, a bucket of beat-up golf balls.
Exactly. But that is officially over. Golf's practice is going through
Yeah.
this radical technology-fueled transformation.
People are calling it the driving range wars, and it's really a massive technological and commercial land grab.
Right.
The golf industry, which is worth billions, has realized that the old low-tech driving range model is just a huge missed opportunity.
So the future is about data.
It's about data, community, year-round climate control. It's about creating an immersive indoor experience that can rival, and I think in some ways, even surpass the real thing.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission today is to give you a shortcut to being well-informed on this whole strategic shift.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to zero in on the rise of the high-tech commercial indoor facility. And we'll use the recent announcements from TruGolf, particularly their new TruGolf Range platform.
And that massive Golf Everywhere project down in Texas, that's our primary evidence.
Yeah, that thing is incredible. Our source materials are pretty robust, detailed technical specs, commercial analysis on profit margins.
We've got facility site plans and a lot of direct comparisons between these new simulators and traditional outdoor practice.
So we're going to show you not just what the tech is, but why it's fundamentally changing the whole business of golf.
Okay, so where do we start? The tech itself.
I think so.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Let's start with the technology that's enabling all this scale. TruGolf is launching what they call their next-gen commercial platform, the TruGolf Range.
And it's slated for a big debut at the 2026 PGA show, and the ambition behind it is staggering.
It really is. It seems to completely redefine the traditional simulator bay.
It does. This isn't for one or two people anymore. The whole thing is designed for community, for maximum group usage. I mean, we are talking about supporting up to 7 simultaneous players.
7 people hitting at once.
Hitting on a single massive cinematic screen.
And when you say cinematic screen, we really need to picture the scale here.
We do.
These aren't just big TVs. These are projection canvases that can get up to, 18 feet high and 80 feet wide?
Or even larger, depending on the venue. It's not just practice anymore. It turns the whole space into a high-volume communal event. It's like a private sporting theater.
And that's the key, right? High volume means high revenue. But what makes it valuable for the golfer is the data.
And it's instant. Every single bay gives you an instant impact shot replay, slow motion analysis of the ball and the club at the exact moment of impact.
And it's capturing everything.
All the metrics that matter. Carry distance, total distance, launch angle, spin rates, club path, face angle, everything.
That real-time quantified feedback is precisely what separates the new range from the old one. You're not just guessing anymore.
You're not. You know exactly why the ball did what it did. But the big question for these places is, how do you translate that mountain of data into actual improvement for the average person?
Right. It's a classic problem. More data doesn't always mean more understanding.
And that is where the TruGolf AI Coach comes in. This is their new analytical layer.
Okay.
It analyzes a player's entire session, all their shot data, their tendencies, their misses, their strengths, and instead of just spitting out more numbers at you,
It actually tells you what to do.
it delivers easy-to-follow insights, instructions, and specific drills tailored to you.
I have to pause there and ask, though, is the AI coach truly prescriptive and customized, or is that just smart marketing? We've all seen software that claims to offer coaching.
It's a fair question. The sources suggest the difference is in the actionability of it. It's deeply integrated with their practice suite, E6 Apex. So it connects the complex data like, say, an overly open club face that's causing too much side spin, and it directly gives you a video-guided drill specifically designed to fix that one thing.
Ah, so it translates the what into the how.
Exactly. It's designed for rapid, measurable improvement. A personalized lesson plan right there.
Okay, that does change the value proposition. It shifts the facility from just a place to hit balls into a real performance center.
And powering all of this is their hardware ecosystem. The core piece is the APOGee.
Which is their premium ceiling-mounted launch monitor.
Right. And what's crucial for a commercial operator is that it measures all the club and ball data without needing any specialized equipment.
No marked clubs, no special balls.
None. Which makes the customer experience totally seamless. It just works.
And that convenience is massive for a high-volume place.
Hmm.
This pro-grade system, it costs almost $10,000.
Hmm.
It includes that point-of-impact interface, the slow-motion video, and it gets rid of any lag. It's true instant impact feedback.
And they also have a cheaper portable option called the LaunchBox for smaller setups. But like you said, hardware just collects the data. The software is what creates the world.
And for that, TruGolf relies on their E6 software suite. E6 Connect is the foundation. It's kind of the industry standard for virtual golf.
That's what gives you access to the huge library of courses, right? Sometimes over 1,000 of them.
Exactly. You can play Pebble Beach or St. Andrews from a climate-controlled bay in, Ohio.
But for the serious golfer, the one who's actually listening to that AI coach, they're going to want E6 Apex.
Right, that's the specialized practice toolkit.
Yeah, it moves beyond just playing around. It has the forensic tools that serious golfers want, things like dynamic practice ranges, club fitting tools, bag mapping.
Bag mapping to find your distance cap.
Precisely, and specific skill development challenges.
And we can't forget the fun factor that keeps the revenue flowing. Because these are huge commercial ventures.
They're not just selling golf hours.
They're selling entertainment hours.
Yeah.
The multi-sport capability is, I think, a genius addition.
Oh, absolutely. With an interactive sports camera, you can pivot instantly from a serious golf lesson to a full arcade.
Soccer, hockey, bowling.
I think I saw zombie dodgeball on the list.
Zombie dodgeball. That broadens the customer base exponentially. It's for families, non-golfers, corporate events. It just juices the whole revenue stream.
Yeah, it really does.
So let's leave the product catalog for a second and look at a real-world application. The ultimate proof of this whole high-tech indoor model has to be the Golf Everywhere campus.
The one being built in Flower Mound, Texas.
That's the one.
This project is the clearest sign we have that the industry sees the simulator as the future. I mean, when it opens, which is tentatively 2027,
Yeah,
the campus will span about 6 acres.
6 acres. To put that in perspective, that scale makes it the largest indoor golf facility in the entire United States.
It's just unprecedented. And critically, TruGolf is the exclusive technology supplier for it.
This isn't a small order. It's their largest single-location tech project ever. A contract worth $4.5 million for the tech alone.
That kind of financial commitment tells you everything about the expected return on that investment.
And the site plan itself.
Hmm.
It really shows the ambition here.
Right.
They want to create a full golf community.
It's got 33 total bays. 16 of them are these luxurious private suites. They have a huge driving range simulator area that can hold up to 40 people at once.
Wow.
A separate 7-bay training range, 2 private teaching bays, and a massive 4,000-plus square foot complex just for putting and chipping.
And the owner has been really clear that this is not golftainment.
Right, he calls it a community country club campus.
Which is reflected in the business model. You get charged by the round, not by the hour.
Which simulates a real golf experience. This is for serious golf, just indoors.
And to really hammer that point home, they're tackling one of the biggest criticisms of simulation, the perfectly flat lie.
Yeah, with that specialized realism tech, the platform golf true slope platforms.
This is where it gets really tactical. For any serious golfer listening, you know that flat mat is the biggest flaw of the indoor range.
Of course. You are almost never hitting off a perfectly flat lie on a real course.
Never.
So these true slope platforms are basically movable floors. They'll be in 16 of the bays and the indoor range.
And they physically move.
They physically move and tilt to mimic the real-world sloping greens, the uneven lies, the awkward stances. Ball above your feet, ball below your feet.
That changes everything.
Practicing off a tilted lie fundamentally changes your swing. It is essential for being truly ready for the course.
That integration is a total game changer for serious players. It means you can practice those really challenging approach shots, the ones that usually blow up your scorecard.
And you can do it in a controlled environment with that immediate data feedback. It really closes the realism gap.
And to tie this whole massive business together, TruGolf is also supplying the Golf 918 commercial software.
The operational brain.
Exactly. It handles all the bookings, memberships, leagues, events, payment processing.
So it's a complete turnkey commercial infrastructure designed for maximum efficiency and, most importantly, profitability.
So if we step back for a second, what does all this mean for the, $23 billion U.S. driving range market?
It's a huge market.
So why are operators spending millions on 6-acre indoor campuses instead of just, cutting the grass?
Well, we have to look at why the simulator is winning the debate against the traditional outdoor range. both for the golfer and for the owner.
Okay, for the golfer, the advantages seem pretty obvious. It's quality control and convenience.
Completely. The indoor facility is weatherproof, climate controlled. It can offer 24/7 access. You never have to wait for a bay.
But let's be critical for a moment. Does that comfort trump reality? Purists still argue, and they have a point, that nothing replaces hitting a ball off real grass into the open air.
And they do have a point about the feel of the turf, no question. However, the high-tech indoor facilities counter this by offering superior data.
Data that a traditional range just can't match.
Not unless you bring your own pro-level launch monitor. The simulator gives you that instant, quantified analysis spin, launch, path, and now, with TruSlope, the actual lie of the ball.
So, for pure skill refinement.
For pure refinement, the indoors often wins. You get constant, actionable feedback.
That's the crux of it. Immediate, quantified feedback. On a traditional range, you might watch the ball fly and you think you know what happened.
The simulator tells you with 100% certainty. And for the business owner, the financial model is arguably even more compelling.
This is what I want to get into. This shift flips the driving range from what was, a maintenance headache
A total cost center.
into a high-tech profit engine.
Exactly.
Let's unpack the size of that financial change. We know outdoor turf maintenance is expensive, but how much are we really talking about?
It's colossal. Moving indoors eliminates almost all the major variable costs. Water, fertilizer, irrigation, mowing, and all the labor for ball retrieval.
That adds up fast.
Sources indicate that an average 18-hole golf facility spends nearly $1 million a year on maintenance alone.
$1 million.
Eliminating that turf cost for the range portion is an immediate and dramatic boost to your margin.
So they save huge on one side of the ledger, and on the other side, they're driving much higher revenue per bay. That's a powerful combo.
It really is. The evidence shows that this tech investment pays off immediately. These technology-enhanced smart bays.
The ones like they're building in Texas.
Yes. They've demonstrated 40 to 50% higher revenue compared to a conventional low-tech outdoor setup.
And why is that? Higher prices.
It's higher utilization rates, higher prices per hour for the data and the climate control, and then all the extra revenue from multi-sport, food, and beverage.
So it becomes a predictable, controllable, year-round revenue source.
Which is the exact opposite of an outdoor range, which is totally dictated by weather and sunlight.
That guaranteed utilization has to be what's driving this whole trend.
It is. And in a market this valuable, you naturally see a serious competitive turf war among the tech suppliers themselves.
Right. We should briefly touch on the other major players in this space.
Definitely. First, you've got TopTracer. They currently hold the majority market share, something like 75%. Their focus is really on camera tracking for entertainment and engagement. It's a fast, seamless, very social user experience. They are dominant in that pure golftainment space.
Okay, then you have TrackMan.
The benchmark for data accuracy, trusted by pros, by club fitters. They use Doppler radar and high-speed cameras. Their data output is incredibly detailed.
So if you're getting fitted for clubs,
You're probably using a TrackMan, though their software experience can sometimes feel a little less fluid than their rivals.
and that brings us back to TruGolf, which seems to be carving out its own niche.
They are, by focusing on delivering two things. The most comprehensive visual simulation, that's the high-def E6 software, and the full commercial ecosystem.
They're providing a whole operational package.
Exactly. Hardware, advanced software, commercial tools like Golf 918, and now this communal range platform. They want to be the turnkey solution for massive, complex facilities like golf everywhere.
This entire industry is just in the middle of a fundamental revolution.
Right.
The driving range is rapidly shifting from a neglected cost center to a high-tech profit engine.
And it's all driven by consumer demand for convenience, for data, and for a hyper-realistic controlled experience.
And that transition really forces us to confront what practice even means anymore.
We're no longer limited by the elements or by guesswork.
Which leads us directly to the provocative thought we need to leave you with.
Okay.
Consider the capabilities we just discussed. You have the TruGolf AI Coach, providing prescriptive, customized drills based on your data, combined with the TruSlope platforms that are mimicking the realistic, uneven lies of a real course.
Right.
So if technology can now perfectly replicate those unpredictable outdoor conditions, plus provide instantaneous, actionable, AI-driven feedback that you just can't get outdoors, will the traditional outdoor driving range become functionally obsolete for the serious golfer who's focused on true, measurable improvement?